What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. As always, thank you so much for tuning in and checking out just what we have in store for you today. Today's going to be a little bit different of a video. We're going to be doing a side-by-side comparison of two windshields by the same company, created equal, but with two very different attributes about them. And you'll see what I mean here in a second. So just keep this in the back of your head. I'm 6'1", okay? My height is 6'1", so that's going to affect the way a windshield works for me versus how it works for you if you're taller or shorter, vice versa. You'll see what we're getting at here in a minute. I've seen quite a few comments about the bronze windshield from Klock Werks that I currently have on the Ghost. And so I wanted to kind of do a side-by-side comparison. I've noticed that with the 9-inch Klock Werks color flare windshield that I have on there now, I still get some wind buffeting from time to time. I'd say it's pretty frequent with the 9-inch. Quick shout out to Klock Werks for sending me this windshield to do this side-by-side comparison. This is not a bought and paid for opinion or advertisement. With everything that I've ever done on this channel, when it comes to reviewing products, I give honest feedback because I truly believe that it helps with not just development of these products for the future, but it also helps you guys and myself as consumers to be able to pick out something that is right for us. Like with any other video, it's going to get an honest review. Thank you to Klock Werks for getting this new 12-inch smoked windshield out to me so we can make this video happen. We're going to compare side by side on the bike. I mean, obviously not at the same time side by side, but we'll take measurements of wind noise and testing the decibels of the wind passing through where our helmet and head sits, and see if there's a difference for me with the 12-inch versus the 9-inch windshield. Okay, so what we got on here is right now is Klock Werks' bronze, what they call the color flare, and this comes in an array of colors, as you can see right here on the screen. And I mean, these are incredibly well made. Very, very well made. They're super thick, super durable. I've had rocks hit this thing coming off of trucks, and it's withstood everything that's came at it. There's no visual marks or cracks or dings or anything on it from the rocks at 80 miles an hour. One thing I do love about Klock Werks is you don't have to take your windshield bolts out all the way to change your windshield. They make it easy because they just have these slits at the bottom where your windshield will just slide right in once you loosen these up. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get that loosened up and get the 12-inch on there. All right, so this is their bronze color flare. Okay, so as you can see, we have our 9-inch color flare on the right, and then the 12-inch dark smoked on the left. So there is a noticeable difference. I think we're going to notice a difference in the change of buffeting because it's going to sit a little bit higher. But the on the road test will confirm. I mean, we can speculate all day, you know, between left or right, right to left, this or that, but we're not going to know until we get it on the road and see just how much of a noticeable difference there is for somebody like myself that's 6'1", with even with my extended reach low sitting seat, still get wind buffeting. So let's pop this one on and let's get out to the road. The look, like how much lower the 9-inch looks, but if this will help with buffeting and just making rides more comfortable while I'm on the, freeways at higher speeds for longer distances instead of just ripping around town during the weeks or whatever. Then I'll leave it on the majority of the time. But I can already tell there's definitely less buffeting even at 30 miles an hour. But I do like, I definitely do like the little bit shorter, the 9-inch windshield look as far as like through my vision goes, because I'm able to see perfectly over the top. I mean, I'm still able to see over the top for the most part, but I'm definitely looking through right at where the top is right here. Definitely noticing a lot less buffeting and wind coming through. Alright, so we're at like 62 miles an hour. Get our little sound meter, turn it on, hold it right where our head is, and it's reading right around 100 decibels, bouncing around between 98 to 100. If I hold it right up where my head is, same thing, 100. So that's a good baseline. 97 to 100 decibels with the 12-inch on here. I mean, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it looks bad. It looks great on there. It's definitely, it looks good. But from the rider's position, as you saw, it's definitely more noticeable. But no, I think it looks good. It looks good on there. They did a great job with the dark smoke. It's still like not insanely tall. It's not like sticking up like some of the touring, 16-inch models do, where they're like ungodly tall and just crazy, sticking way far out towards the rider. But no, I think it looks good, man. I think it looks great. They did a good job. Like I said, it's not insanely tall. It doesn't look ridiculously tall on there, because I do like that look of the lower, kind of that just lower sitting, sleeker type of look. But I still think that still looks pretty stealthy, real nice. But yeah, let's like I said, it really comes down to riding comfortability. If this is a lot more comfortable for me while I'm riding, of course I'm going to leave it on, because who the hell wants their head getting knocked around from wind buffeting just to have a windshield, on there that looks slightly, less noticeable. I mean, again, that comes down to personal preference, I suppose. So let's head back and get the 9-inch put back on, and then get the readings off of that. Oh yeah, immediately I can feel the wind just hit me in the face. It's an immediate difference. Like, I don't even need to get over onto that 65 mile an hour spot to tell you. Let's see where our decibels are at on it this time. So it's saying about the same, 101, but I'm noticing a lot of more buffeting at the top of my head. So if I kind of put this up just a little bit higher, yeah, we're hitting. It was hitting 124 where I had it before. 116. Let's see if I can hold it there. 106. So right at my line of sight, we're at 115. So it's definitely a noticeable difference as far as wind buffeting when I'm sitting straight up. I really want to get it out and test it up through the canyons. Something obviously a lot longer of a ride than just a quick little 5 to 10 minute thing, and really test out the 12-inch windshield. But it's just because it's hard to give an honest review of something that's such a short little clip or short little amount of time. But for your guys' sake, I mean, we can get a pretty good idea on what we're dealing with as far as wind buffeting, noise, just overall feel. And the 12-inch, me, like I said, I'm 6'1", and I have the lower extended reach seat, so I'm sitting down even lower than what stock would be. So had I been running stock or my Saddleman seat that I've had in the past, it would be a lot worse than what it is now. I mean, this seat sits me down low and a little bit further back, so you kind of get an idea. I mean, how this looks. Like I said, it looks really good. I love the way it looks. It's just you're not getting as much protection from the wind as you are with the 12-inch, and it's not a crazy enough difference as far as height. Like I said, if they made that 12 in the bronze, oh dude, that would be spectacular. I don't know if it would be harder for people's visibility, especially at night at like 12, at 12 inches, to try to look through that. With this, I'm not really looking through it like I am the 12. I'm looking over it. I mean, my eyesight's about right here on this one. Like I said, it's sleek. It's low profile. The 9-inch color flare. But if you're tall, the 9-inch color flare might not be for you. You might want to explore something that has a little bit taller, that's going to give you a little bit more wind protection and buffeting if that sort of thing is important to you and you're on the road for long distances and you can get wind fatigue. So which is honestly one of the worst things when you're on a long road trip and you just get whipped around and just thrashed by the wind, because it starts to wear you down after hours and hours of being on the road. Wind fatigue's a real SOB, I'll tell you that. But yeah, the 9-inch looks great. I like the way the 9-inch looks. As far as functionality and practicality and protection from wind and very minimal, if any, wind buffeting, the 12-inch definitely wins. So it's kind of a toss-up. If I'm sticking around town on this side of the mountain and I'm not hitting the freeways, I might, with the way they make these and they're so quick to interchange. I mean, it took me 90 seconds to take it off and put this one back on. Hell, just having two of them, would be nice for the average person. If you're somebody that likes the lower profile look and you want to just rip around town. 9-inch, great option. Throw the 12-inch on when you're going for long road trips or going out for, an overnighter or something all day, and you don't want to deal with with the wind buffeting and the wind fatigue. Throw the 12-inch on there. So, but yeah, I think that's a pretty solid review, guys. As far as a side by side, I don't know what else I could do to show the differences between having that 9-inch versus 12-inch on there. I think they both serve their purpose, and honestly, it just comes down to the rider. The rider's size and height makes all the difference. If I was 5'10", 5'11", even maybe, I think this one would work just great. I think the 9-inch would work just fine. But because I'm 6'1", I'm definitely, more prone with my big, lengthy stature to be getting hit by the wind more. So it's just the nature of the beast. It's finding something that works for you and what you're most comfortable with. That's really what all this comes down to. What's the most comfortable for you while you're on these machines? All right, guys. So there's the review of the Klock Werks Pro Tour Dark Smoked. Pro Tour Dark Smoke 12-inch windshield. And I got to be honest, I noticed a huge difference. But again, my size, my height, the way I sit on this bike, the seat I'm using, they all play a factor in the response you're going to get out of your windshield. If you're, 5'10", 5'9", this 9-inch windshield will probably work just fine for you. But it also depends on your seat, how you're sitting, and there's just a lot of factors. So do yourself a favor. Don't take my word for it. Go to Klock Werks, check them out. It's not hard to find. I'll put the links and everything you need down into the description, including the Pro Touring Dark Smoke windshield that you've seen featured here today. So with that, guys, much love from Utah. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Thanks for tuning in to yet another video. If you have yet to subscribe, please do so now. We would really appreciate it. I hope y'all have a great Father's Day weekend coming up. So to all you dads out there, happy Father's Day. I hope you have an awesome day that you all truly deserve. So again, peace out. We'll see you next time. Bye.